Hello, fishies. Welcome back to another Smash mural piece. I still know nothing about Fire Emblem, and there are far too many games. But this character is Ike. They are from, I think, the 9th game, which I didn't even know there were 9 games. But apparently that game is all about racial civil war between regular humans and shapeshifters. And they have to stop evil gods from wreaking havoc. Something like that. So that's kind of interesting, I guess. Main character being this Ike dude. And he apparently is one of the more popular Fire Emblem characters. He's been in Smash Bros. From, like, since Melee all the way till now. So, Melee, Smash, whatever was on the Wii U, and Brawl, and now Smash Ultimate. Was the one on Wii U called something different? It was just Smash 4? That's so dumb! I feel like they just didn't try with the Wii U. They shot for the moon and missed and gave up. No, just kidding. They got there with the Switch. I said, what? Oh, it was Smash Wii U? Oh. That's even dumber. What the heck? I don't know. I feel like most Wii U games just, it was weird because there was the one tablet and then everyone else had remotes, so you'd have to like switch around the tablet, and then it was still plugged into a TV, so you couldn't really take it anywhere like the Switch. But I know that was the development to get a Switch. They just had to mess up and fail. It's fine. We all do it sometimes to get better things. But anyways, this character is the son of a mercenary. He's the main character in his story. He's just trying to stop this war from happening. Also, there are people theorizing that he is gay. So that's a fun fact for you. But allegedly his love interest is then confirmed to be just his best friend at the end of the story, making several people quite mad. As you do. But, I don't know, I think the design's kind of fun. And the character that we have dressed for it also kind of has a fun design. I mean, you can't really see it as much in anthro form, but he is half dog and half horse. I don't know, I think he's interesting. Like, I remember there was a time when I was super into making hybrid, like, chimera animals. So I would just have a bunch of people just write a random list, like, anywhere between 2 and 6 random animals, and I would just fuse them together. And sometimes it turned out cute, and sometimes it was a nightmare. But it was a fun practice, so if you're ever, trying to figure out a random drawing practice, you could just fuse random animals together, but don't do it like they did in Full Metal Alchemist, because that's depressing. I think it's kind of fun to figure out new ways to practice art. I remember also another thing that I would do a lot is I would have some random friend or partner sit in front of me, and I would time myself, give myself a minute, and I would have to try and draw their face in that minute. Gets you a lot better at drawing fast. And it also gets you to, you know, stop worrying so much when you draw, because I feel like that's a rough thing about drawing, is you want everything to be perfect right away, but it's a process and it really can't be. And if you spend absolutely every second trying to finalize those lines, and you are going to go mad and they will still be slightly wonky. So, I mean, it's just a process. I mean, you get better with time. I feel like most people just don't want to do the effort of practicing, though. That's the real kicker there, because it takes a long time to practice. I mean, I've been doing it since I was, 13, yeah, 14 years? I've been drawing for 14 years. That's a long time to do something. And I have a crap ton of sketchbooks that we just rediscovered, and my husband realizes just how many sketchbooks I've had in my lifetime. It's probably upwards of 20, maybe 25, something like that. And I like to keep them because some of them are just really bad, but they were good ideas. But I just couldn't draw like I can nowadays. But he keeps on telling me not to be mean to my old drawings, because, you know, they were good for the time. But, like, I'm not in that time, and I can judge my past self. I feel like the most important thing is just to keep getting better. I think another fun thing to do when you are an artist is to just pull up your old art, pull out a sketchbook and just try and redraw it with the skills that you have now that you didn't have then. Like, I don't know, a better knowledge of anatomy, because that always takes a while to kick in. All your people kind of look pretty weird and stiff at first when you start drawing. That's why you practice random gesture poses and whatnot, to give your characters more life so they feel less stiff and weird. And, you know, it always eventually gets a little bit easier, a little bit more therapeutic. But art was just really my coping through school to help me to focus. But it was like a 50-50 shot on whether it would help me focus on the task at hand, or if it would just distract me and I would not pay attention to anything. I don't know. Balancing focus is hard, especially when you have ADHD, but back then I didn't know I had ADHD. That's just a future discovery. And I don't know. It's just always developing along the way, and you never know exactly how things are gonna turn out in the end, but it's always kind of fun to discover along the ways. Anyways, I hope you enjoy watching these, and I am glad that we have, you know, you guys and just a following in general, because it's hard to build that. It's hard to get, you know, people to pay attention to what you're trying to do when you are just the person. And, you know, if you are also trying to, you know, start out a YouTube or start out a business or something, just be persistent and don't give up, because people eventually start paying attention. It just takes some time. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and keep up with this series, because it's been a long time in the making, and I would like to see how it all finally turns out, because if this were a commission, it would have given me a lot of money. I don't know, commissions are always weird, but one thing at a time. I hope you guys enjoy listening to me ramble and watching these, and we'll make sure to see you in the next one. Make sure to hang on till the end so you can watch the preview for the next week of you. Bye!